What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. This is day number 2 of covering the Players' Cup. If you missed what happened, check out Monday's video where we talk about Players' Cup a little bit more. But basically, it's a tournament that's going online right now. Every player that has a pop ID gets 50 keys. You play in tournaments, top 256, and Europe, Latin America, and North America gets an invite to, I guess, like the day 2 tournament, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. We're playing ADP. It's all we played. It's just straight ADP, pretty consistent. Shout out to Andrew Wembaugh for the list. I'm pretty sure I gave a shout out to him last time, but never shout out to him, like always. But let's go ahead and fast forward a little bit so we're not just sitting here. And there's 7. Okay, here we go. Here we go. All right, let's look into this. Sorry that I don't know how to fast forward in this. But we're playing against Incineroar Roxas, fan of Incineroar and Roxas from Kingdom Hearts. So we won the coin flip going first. Phenomenal. That's what you want to do in ADP. Alright, so obviously these games are not live. These are pre-recorded, post-recorded, pre-recorded. So we start with the ADP, have the water energy, and this is always a little concerning when you have this, because if you attach the water energy, somebody can crushing hammer it off. We get the Zacian, I'm going to put the Zacian down, get the metal saucer. We might just attach and just pass. A Intrepid Sword, always Intrepid Sword, seems pretty good. We also have a energy switch as well, if we need to get off the Zacian to the active. So Eldegoss start is very good for us as well. You top one is probably doesn't have the optimal starter. Metal energy is the active. Ooh, not what you want to see. So we have this, we can go for a knockout here. This is the cool thing about ADP. You can be super aggressive. We get energy switch from the bench to the active, switch to the Zacian. We get Cherish Ball to thin the deck out. Yeah, why not? Let's go ahead and grab the Mawile. Okay, so I think that was a misplay. I don't think we played the Mawile because if they had a Pokemon and for some reason they didn't bench it, you're in trouble. So I think that Mawile play was very concerning, but we got the Radio Force, discarded a Zacian, hit the Metal Energy. These tournaments are best of 1, of course, so unfortunately, when your opponent dead draws, that does happen. Zora has joined us. So yeah, you can see, oh no, the guy we lost to didn't win that tournament. It's always upsetting when you lose to person. So round 1 went very, very quickly. Zora is in here now. Let's see if we can fast forward. I don't notice anybody's name on top of my head. It's the only concerning thing. I don't know pop or PTCGO names. All right, here we go. We're about to start here in a second. Next round of tournament is beginning. Zora, you'll come up here and talk to everybody. You'll come say hello. You'll come say hello, kitty cat. Baby. Hey, honey. Okay, anyways, on to round number 2, we're playing against William Niels. Alright, playing the DC deck box from 2 years ago. Hello there. Always like opponents are chatting. Alright, so let's see. So we start Dedenne. So, not the start you ever want to start. Right, that's not, you don't want to start Dedenne. We also have like a Metal Saucer. And we see Kerba V. Kerba V can be in any deck. It can be... There's a hide energy, though. So the only deck that plays this is going to be Eternatus. And we see my opponent, well, they don't have anything either. So we have 2 things. We can be super aggressive, grab the Zacian, put down the Zacian, Metal Saucer, attach a Metal, and... just Intrepid Sword. Yeah, why not? Seems good. We have a Zacian Dedenne. And yeah, that seems like a fine play. Even if they have like a Eternatus, we can like knock out a Crobat, get a second Zacian in online, start setting that up. We see my opponent does find a Great Ball. Looks like they did with the Great Ball. And we see a Marnie, unfortunately, getting rid of our Switch, Metal, and other Zacian and the Dedenne. It was a really, really good hand for turn 2 for us, even without the ADP, but this hand looks pretty busted as well. We see a Great Ball, finding a Slowbro V. We don't really care too much about the Slowbro V, I'll be honest. It's not an Eternatus, but there's communication for the Slowbro V going to the deck. Okay. There's a Crobat V. So Crobat V will come down and going to let them get that ability. Dark Asset, going to drop 6 cards in their hand. They've already played Marnie. They've used their Crobat now, so they can't use multiple Crobats. Their Crobat abilities only once per turn. We see a Krogaunt, so he could go for a Venomous Fang. What am I doing there? So 70, yeah, with Toxicroak could actually do some damage if we want to. I think I'm just bored and just. I think at this point we were just like waiting forever, or I think I was just tired of waiting, or I don't know, man. There's a Kroger coming up. That's not what you want to say if you're my opponent. So we see a Viridian Force. So you can Cherish Ball for a Dedenne, right? Go ahead and grab the Dedenne. I don't think there's a point out playing ADP right now. You could make a argument that, hey, if you hit the ADP, hit the ADP switch, float stone, you can go for the knockout and go about it that way. But we're just going to boss order. There's no pressure from like Eternatus, my opponent's side of the field, anything like that. So we're just going to go ahead and just bring it up, hit that Brave Blade. But I guess maybe going for the ADP might have been a little bit better because now we have to take 2 more knockouts, which is the same boat as, you know, the same boat we're in if we were to ADP this turn, and then we could have powered up Zacian. So maybe that was the incorrect play. Maybe we should have went for the ADP. Maybe. I don't know. So see a Eternatus going down. Okay. Let's see. I mean, either way, we're looking really good. There's a slower V coming down. Okay. There's a quick ball. Let's see what the quick ball finds my opponent. It finds a Crobat. So now they got multiple Crobats. So as long as we can somehow power up another Zacian, maybe switch and then treat back into the Dedenne, we're looking pretty good. We see a Dark Energy. We see a Krogaunt. We see the free treat into the Krogaunt because of that stadium. And you'll see a pass until my turn. So we see a Cherish Ball. Cherish Ball will find a Dedenne. We could go. We're gonna go ADP now. I think we're going to ADP just to thin the deck out though. We see the Viridian Force. We're going to go for ADP here. I think it's interesting play. I don't know if I agree with that, Josh. If we're going to go for ADP, we should have waited for ADP last turn, not for this turn. I think that's what we should have done. So, we'll see. Maybe I'm just set up ADP just in case. So yeah, now we're kind of like forced into going to this ADP play. So we get the water. Put that down. We'll retreat, and we have to burn 2 energies. But we have the Metal Saucer. So we got the Saucer, get the Metal Energy on the Zacian, and we'll go for Alter Creation. So for our opponent to take a knockout, though, they do need a couple of things. They do need the Eternatus Vmax. They need an energy, a way to retreat the Krogaunt either through a stadium, a Dark City. There we see Bird Keeper. So Bird Keeper switching, drawing 3. Gonna bring that Slower V up. There's the Eternatus Vmax coming down. Slower V has that Rapid Fire Poison, which will poison us. We see another Eternatus coming down as well. He needs 1 more Pokemon and a way to switch, and he will get the knockout here if he does decide to go for that way. And we see a Viridian Force discarding the Pokegear, getting a Dark Energy into play. He's already played. Okay, there's the Dark City. He needs 1 more Pokemon. We see the Eternatus come up, and does he have... No, there's just a Dreadin. And you can see the well play coming up. He probably thinks, like, okay, he's got game, most likely. So let's see here. We could probably, if Eldegoss is in the deck, we could just like, we can quick like the Zacian. Oh, we're gonna go this way. I don't know if I like that play, Josh. Oh goodness. So we're gonna go this way instead. Try to just 2-shot it. Okay, we're gonna. I guess it's fine. I guess it's fine. At least because we can smack the Eternatus. And he's not really threatening another Eternatus unless he plays a Turbo Patch. So we'll straight into that. Okay, well, Ultimate Ray. We'll get some energies in the field. I mean, we're still looking in a pretty good shape. We're going to get another Zashi powered up. We'll get the other Zashi with 2 energies on it. So, I mean, we're still in a very commanding lead against this Eternatus. They can take a knockout, sure. I got that. Another Slower V coming down. But we'll be able to take a knockout with ADP or Zacian. The only way, like I said, if he plays Turbo Patch, hit heads, gets the Eternatus, get Eternatus VMAX, switches into it and finds one Pokemon, then he's one-shotting and he's in a really good spot. And there we see Victor's Crit come down. I mean, it looked like we were in a pretty commanding spot right there. And here we go, playing against Poketecture. All right, here we go. Very quick tournament. This is what I like to see. I mean, we're under 10 minutes right now, and we've already moved around number 3. That's what I like to see. We like to see quick tournaments. We don't play tournaments forever. So here we go. Playing against Poketecture. It's got the Blastoise sleeves. Got an Arceus coin. Or a Blastoise deck box, sorry. No sleeves. Went for the no sleeves. Alright, so our hand is not the best right now. Okay, press done. Let's see what my opponent's playing. Sableye V. So, most likely this is going to be an Eternatus deck. Never see the Zigzagoon coming down. It could still be just like straight Sableye Zigzagoon because Sableye does have a crazy claws attack. Alright, see Sableye V coming down. Let's see what else happens. There's a reset stamp. I'm going to disrupt my hand. Alright, so let's see. Ooh, we don't have... There's Crobat. Going to draw a couple cards. We don't have a way to get ADP out. We need to get ADP out right now, and then we're looking pretty good. The only problem is our hand has research. It has really good stuff, right? It has research, energy switch, saucer, water, Crobat, and balloon. Like, that's a lot of good stuff in the hand right now. I turned it to Vmax coming down. He's already attached a Dark Energy to Sableye, so he can't... He's not threatening a turn 2 right now, unless he does play those Turbo Patches, which... I mean, Eternatus at one point was playing Turbo Patches, but I haven't seen one in a good minute. So we'll see if he's still playing. If he's playing those, there's a Hoopa or the Evil Admonition one. Okay, we don't care about that too much. It's not another Eternatus. And we might just see a pass from opponent. Oh no, we're gonna see a quick ball that's gonna get Dark Energy. See what he grabs here. Does he grab another Crobat for next turn? That's very risky if he goes for that play because we can always put down... Ooh, there's Crobat going to his hand. If we find the Mawile, we can actually put that Crobat on the bench and it doesn't work. The unfortunate thing about this hand is, once again, we have Watermelon Research Saucer Energy Switch. Now, if we Crobat for 1 and hit a quick ball, be busted. I don't know if we go for that play. Looks like we're going to go Crobat for 2. Oh, we should have just did the 1. We should have just did the 1. Oh, we hit Energy Switch anyway, so we're good. We're good. We're going for ADP here. You can see me like trying to like, do we go for Mawile? No, we go for this beautiful play. So we retreat first, Josh. You have to retreat first. Saucer to the bench. Double E switch to the active. We didn't get punished. Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, either way, like, you're risking the 1 or 2 for 1 quick ball. Like, you go for the 1, you go for 2, and then it just works out on you. Then you hit the research. You're like, okay, we're looking good. We're good. All right, so we can quick ball here. I hope I quick ball for Mawile, and we notice this play. Like, I hate noticing stuff afterwards, and no, not that. There. Okay, good. Good play, Josh. All right, so we get the Mawile. My opponent put Crobat in their hand, and wow, their hand is dead. It's really dead now since we got that Crobat out of the play. And now let's look at Terra for opponent. I would not, if you're playing Eternatus, I would not advise putting Crobat in your hand before you're going to use it. So see load search, and now like we're looking phenomenal. We're going to be a Metal Gene the active. We can boss order up. We can probably just knock out the Sableye. You don't even need a boss order. It has 170 HP. You say, oh, and we hit a water energy. So we can attach a water energy active, put down the other Zacian, and power up 2 Zacians. Right, Josh? Is that what you do here? Put down the Zacian. I think you put down the Zacian. Okay, so I think we're fine even if you put the energies onto Mawile. I hope I split them just in case. Okay, so we split them. Mawile's still a fantastic stacker. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16, plus the boost. Like, you're doing a ton of damage with this, with the Mawile. Mawile is really, really good. And in terms of Vmax, you do a ton of damage. You can see me point that out. Like, we're going to do a lot of damage with Mawile. No point putting down the Zacian. So not only is like the Mawile disrupting your opponent, but we're going to do a ton of damage with it. So it's a phenomenal card in this matchup. In this matchup here. So we see a quick ball discarding the communication. He only has 1 Dark Energy deactive. He's not going to be swinging unless he does hit a Turbo Patch. So we'll see what happens here. And even then, he needs like Marnie as well. He needs like some hammers. There's the Marnie coming down, so he will disrupt our hand. We will only get 4, but we have plenty of outs. We have not played any Cherish Balls, any Boss Orders, anything like that. So we find Cherish Ball, Quick Ball, Viridian Force. We find them all. So yeah. We can like Cherish Ball, thin the deck down, Quick Ball, find some stuff. Viridian Force, thin the deck down even more. So there's a Zigzag Goon coming down. My opponent, of course, he can't attack now unless he has like everything, right? So you see the Viridian Force. We'll get the Cherish Ball. We're gonna just start thinning the deck out. Looks like I think you should just grab the Dedenne, right? No need. Yeah, I think you just grab the Dedenne. You have 4 balls. You can quick a Dedenne. I think you grab Oranguru, and this lets you like draw an extra card, right? So that's a good play. I like this play. Viridian Force away the energy switch. It makes you, one less card out of the deck. We're thinning. We're getting rid of stuff in the deck. Put the Metal Gene there. We'll go for the Dedenne. Using that. Drawing some cards. Okay, so we don't have it right now. I don't think there is nothing we can grab in that deck right now. Looks like we're going to see a Primate Wisdom. Put the Dedenne on top of the deck. Doesn't really matter. And we don't hit it. So that's unfortunate. One thing we could have maybe done is we could have energy switched. That's probably the only thing you really kind of say is like, oh, if you energy switch, you could have thinned the deck out by 1. Yeah, you're right. We could have done that. So put 2 energies on the Oranguru. The 2 energies on Oranguru is really nice. He can't like Boss Order stall it or anything like that. I mean, we're still looking really, really good. The Eternatus Vmax is heavily damaged. He can't attack with it now because then like Zacian takes a knockout, Mawa takes a knockout. We see energy going to the Eternatus Vmax, and that's pretty much going to be a game there. Both these Eternatus decks, unfortunately, looked like they kind of just lost because they couldn't find the Eternatus Vmax. If you don't get that turn 1 Eternatus Vmax with the energy, and you don't play like Turbo Patch, you're in trouble. He does get the full effect of like doing like 1,000,000 damage with the Dread in, right? He's doing 270. He's one-shotting us. I get that. But now we can take a knockout with Mawa. We can take a knockout with Zacian V. It doesn't matter. Either one will do significant amount of damage. So I guess we'll just send Zacian and just... Whoa! I hit him with low plate. He hit me with their angry faces. I guess, it wasn't really that good of a game. Sending the hearts his way, saying, hey man, good luck next time, bro. I wish there's a way you can like talk to your opponents a little bit more. But there we go. Winning of the tournament there. Of course, turn of Vmax gets knocked out. Your bench goes back down to 5. But guys, hope you enjoyed this victory. There we go. You win the game with ADP versus 2 Eternatus decks. Hit that subscribe button. See you tomorrow for another Players Cup 2. Hopefully it's a little more adventurous. Still, it's cool to see if it gets Eternatus. Alrighty, bye. And shout out to my opponents as well. Alrighty, bye.